Light City, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. The Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the UNLV Rebels offense will get first crack at it today. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn and hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Calandria. He's got the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Glover. Makes a man miss. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. UNLV is coming off its best 2-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were 1 game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments in a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Spits it out to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So UCLA's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback making adjustments. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Extending the play. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and
breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to pass. Now rolling to the left. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got him downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
17, UNLV, 0.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The throw. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
Got room at the 35. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Touchdown, Vegas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
UCLA, 17, UNLV, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Flores. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters of football there today in Vegas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll open the second half with a run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
On the move, he fires. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points.
Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the...
He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting...
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Did the work himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might be calling a hot route. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Glover. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On the option. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Bringing it back. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And the Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free. Defense picks it up.
If you're a running back and you know you got the ball on the 1-yard line, you are gluing that thing to your body and making sure I run downhill. The worst thing that could possibly happen is you putting it on the deck. Congratulations. It just happened. Man, what a stand by this defense.
Back to throw. It's Calandria. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Trying to escape and get it. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. That's caught. It's Glover. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to.